Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we had someone who was once in love. And after they were in love, they went on a nice few dates, they had a good time, and then at some point they tripped and broke their leg and everything kind of went downhill. So what I mean by that is we actually have an article over here from Tech Radar where we actually have some buyer remorse going on for the PlayStation 5. And I kind of want to go talk about, just kind of bring my own thoughts into it and my opinions into it too as well, because sometimes you see these articles, and throughout these years, I look at them, I see them, and they kind of make me upset, or sometimes you have these random folks who kind of don't necessarily really know what they're talking about, and you have a chance to go and, well, talk about it kind of a little bit more than them. So, kind of want to talk about too, and I guess for the topic of this video, is this something, if any of you guys actually own your PlayStation 5 or maybe your Xbox Series X, do you regret it? Do you hate it? Are you still wishing you could actually get your proper console? Are you wishing you didn't spend the money on it? Are you just wishing for more games? What's kind of going on with that? But apparently for this guy over here, for Ty Galiz Rowe, which I probably said his name completely wrong, he is on the more of the fact of he hopes he just never actually wished it in the first place. So we got a lot of stuff to go talk about, a lot of things to go bring on up. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital, all those signups, Xboxes, Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow, Weeble, Coinbase, and all of that. And let's go dive in the video itself. So, first and foremost, I want to go and say, even though the PlayStation 5, this person may have wished they never had a chance to meet him, I'll be honest, I've loved my PS5, both for gaming, as well as also the fact I get to even meet you guys in the first place. In all honesty, for me as a content creator, the PlayStation 5 has been very cool. Like, I feel like I've never really been a YouTuber. I've always been a Twitch streamer, so I always mention my Twitch and Twitter and stuff like that in my videos. But I've never really had a chance to kind of get more into this side of content, more so even console gaming. I'm always more of a PC guy myself. So I'm sure you guys can understand, because of me having a chance to even do like PS5 restocks or gaming news, and I have a chance to have you guys even watch my content, even though for me, I always say I wish I could make slightly better content, which is very, very soon, just saying. But for that, like, I feel like the PS5 actually kind of changed my life. Now, it's not one of those crazy things, you know, where I met my wife because she likes the console or something, but I do kind of feel like there's been a few qualities I've kind of picked up from doing a lot of, like, day-to-day, 4 to 5 YouTube videos, which I still have no idea how I do that. That probably should end soon at some point, too. But when it comes to that, I feel like I've had a lot of really good takes, and I've learned a lot of different things when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to content, when it comes to meeting people, when it comes to what people want to see, what people want to hear, and everything else. So for me, it's almost kind of funny seeing this type of stuff, because I do think the PS5 has been a pretty overall positive vibe. I've met a lot of cool gamers, met a lot of cool people, and I like it. But for someone like him, he kind of wish he just never actually had a chance to even meet them in the first place. So 6 months into owning my PS5, the Xbox button began sticking and struggling to function. The issue just came up suddenly. There was no insistent spill or accident that could have caused it. One day, the iconic Sony input just started sticking randomly. Well, first and foremost, if you have any issues with it within the first, year as the usual baseline warranty, how about you go and send it and have it get fixed? Article done. Boom. There you go. Boom. If you had any issues with it, you're under warranty and still, it's only been 6 months into it, go get it fixed. I mean, it happens. Even my Nintendo Switch, as you know, has had issues with the Joy-Con drift. I've had occasional controllers throughout the years die. I get it. So this is fairly symbolic of my relationship with the PS5. So far, it's been a machine that's more flash than substance. Well, I think it also that point too as well, and maybe also yourself fell underneath the hype, and maybe you just gotta go and calm your actual expectations. By the end of the day, if someone hasn't had a PS4 or had a chance to check out those games, great console. If you guys want to check out brand new games, they're slowly actually working brand new ones as well. Got a War Forspoken coming out later on this year. Some good stuff, on top of that. Which is pretty tough to accept at its $500 price point too as well. Thanks to a hardware error that's apparently out of warranty, my console can't even run, get this, new PS5 games like Supermassive's recent follow-up to Until Dawn: The Quarry. Because of this, my next generation console has become a glorified YouTube and PlayStation 4 backwards capability box. So I don't want to go and harp on this person too much, for having issues. If you have an issue, I'm one of those people where I want you guys to go and get it fixed. But apparently sometimes people just want to get clicks instead. So you guys can actually tell even on the article, this is actually number 2 on the entire website, with also Netflix right afterwards on top of that, right above it. So I think this is actually a pretty high article. I think that's the rating system. It kind of, with most popular. So this person's definitely not having a fun time with their console. Sure. But why did you not just try to go and fix it? Like, you even said 6 months into owning my PS5, the X button began sticking. Then fix it. You're having issues with your console. Thanks to a hardware error that's apparently out of warranty, my console can't even run. go get it fixed. Like, in all honesty, we've actually had a really good success rate as well with people who talk to Sony. Even outside of warranty, if their console was broken from something on their own end. I've seen a lot of good successes on that rate. Obviously, may depend on the person or if you have to get a good support or whatever. But I've seen a lot of folks who have hit issues and they got it fixed. My own console too as well, although it was under warranty, was actually already fixed too as well. This is actually my second PS5 that's on my desk because the first one was fully broken. So at this point, like, he's complaining. I get it. It's annoying. I don't want to have a broken product either. I'd complain about it for sure, 100% for sure. But I feel like until you have a chance to go message Sony, and you clearly didn't do it within the 1-year warranty because you had issues already starting to pop on up, and I think most normal folks would notice, like, hey, I should probably get this fixed sooner rather than later, or at least, maybe at like 11 months in, be like, oh, I should probably get it fixed, and now it's still having issues on top of that. So basically, he goes on to say that the PS4 was an absolute workhorse with travel and falls, and none of their PS4 controllers ever gave them issues. I haven't had issues with any of them. Like the PS5 controller, PS4 controller, nothing, nada. PS3 controller, PS2 controller, zilch. Which I understand happens. Like I said, my Switch is having issues with that. But go get it fixed. It's underneath warranty. Why not? A lot of folks who watch this video will apply their stuff underneath it too as well. Meanwhile, the PS5 DualSense has already succumbed to stick drift for many people, with one or more both analogs giving phantom inputs when the player isn't touching them, which is annoying. Like, the issue is a widespread issue, and we've been seeing it popping up. The same thing, with the Switch, as I've referenced. But once again, this person, for God knows why, 6 months, no issues. He was having issues. Fix it. like, I feel like you can't write an article like that because then people would be like, yeah, you're right, go fix it. But that kind of just seems like at the end of the day, that's all the issue is. Like, I don't get it. So basically, while it is an issue, and I think if there's a company with Joy-Con drift, you should fix that forever. The next 10 years or whatever. I think Nintendo had to go through a class action lawsuit for it, but they just fix it. It's not really that hard. You probably have a lot of people with it. It's for the quality of your consumers, and people are not going to be buying games on their PS5 if they don't have a working controller. Like, it's just, you can't use, it's like trying to drive your car without a working, whatever, it's like a stick shift. Like, if it doesn't work, you're not going to drive your car, you got to get it fixed. Like, boom. So if your car company fix it for free if there's an issue, then you're going to have people keep on driving their car. A little bit more of not the same, because most car people don't, buy stuff from Ford or buy stuff from Volkswagen or whatever. But you probably get what I'm getting over here. So color drifts were such a controversial issue for Nintendo Switch that Kotaku published an entire report on in 2019, which perhaps pushed the Japanese company to actually change its repair policies. Now, anyone experiencing Joy-Con drift can send their offending controllers back to Nintendo to be repaired for free, regardless of the status. And I agree on that, though. Like, this person's kind of making a weird call. They should have repaired and did their warranty earlier, but this is something I think both Xbox and PlayStation should make sure happens no matter what. Joy-Con drift happens. Controller issues happen. Console issues happen. I just want their console to work. Like, I've been sassing them a little bit throughout this video, but, they're going a little bit on the clickbait side, which I get. I'm a YouTuber too, I get it. But at the same time, you got to put some effort into it. They're not just going to show up and fix it. You need to actually go and message them on support, try your best. And I'm sure you guys yourselves have known, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 good support people to get it fixed, have it worked out. And like I said, I actually have seen folks without it who have had it all successfully, all repaired, even after their warranty is all gone. So far, so yet, Sony has not made any similar efforts to assist customers who are experiencing drift or other issues with his PS5 or controller, which I stand by too. They should have a way to fix it, or should have a way to go fix these controllers. They're like $70 controllers, even more expensive than the Joy-Cons, especially with them trying to work in custom controllers. So I want them to go and have a proper avenue for people to fix both their consoles as well as also their controllers. Although, once again, this person's kind of harping on the controller a lot, which stinks, but they also are saying that their controller, their console's also broken too. So I'm not sure if they're just unlucky, having bad features, having bad control for their consoles, whatever it may be. I myself, like I said, had my PS5 break, and even my Joy, I get it, it happens. If you're unlucky, it happens. But still, after 6 months and you had issues in the first place, why not get it fixed? So basically, if your console's out of warranty, which it likely is if you bought it during the initial release period, your only really options are to suck it up and deal with whatever your controller is doing, or send to Sony for repairs at a price, or trade it in if you're local GameStop. But and I've also said, I have seen Sony do this for free. If it's actually a confirmed Sony issue or on this stuff, I've seen a lot of Sony reports and folks getting good successes of complaining it and getting it for free. So this kind of whole article, although they wish they never met them, maybe they just didn't like the console. Maybe they just got really unlucky. Maybe they themselves had issues with their actual utilization of the console and controller. But the one big thing, just based on their own first line of the article, they could have just sent this in for repair in the very first time they saw any issues. And that's what most people do. If you have your stuff slowly noticing it's going out of sync, What do you think is going to happen? It's going to magically fix itself? No. After a week, it's going to probably get worse and worse and worse as time goes on. So you go and fix it when the warranty's up. If you notice this stuff, you need the warranty. Like, it's just, that's why it's there. Or just message Sony and sometimes they throw you a bone. So, I don't know. This article is just kind of definitely here to kind of just feel like make me tilted. If they're saying there's features or posts for futuristic, and we're spending the extra money on too as well, but in reality, there's smoke and mirrors covering the fact that the base structure of the controller is compromised. And I do agree, like having haptic feedback and fancy stuff probably does put the controller more at susceptible breakage. You know, you have more motors, you have more stuff moving, you have everything else tied on in. I can see that being a big issue, and Sony has to make sure that future folks, 5, 10, 15 years, or even whenever their motors for normal controllers were out, they should have a chance to know what they want to do to fix it. So I do want to agree. It is nice that, well, most folks hopefully still have their warranty for any issues, and it does stink that if you have issues in the first place. I'm not harping on that. I just feel like if people are going to go do an article like this, maybe make sure you're on top of your own warranty. And as well, I understand it. I do agree that Sony needs to go and make sure that their controllers and hardware are also working, especially because we've seen a lot of individual and also group issues for both controllers with, you know, Joy-Con drift, or also the motors themselves breaking, or even the consoles like my own self having issues too. So while I disagree with how they haven't been proactive on trying to fix their stuff before, I do appreciate the fact that they are trying to make Sony make some cool, better things happen. So give me your thoughts. Have you had any issues with your console? Do you guys regret your console? Leave your comments and thoughts down below, as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller, Twitter and Twitch room down below, Weeble Coinbase down below, everything else down below. And I'll see you guys all later on throughout today for more videos.